Oh my god, guys, we're on the home stretch. Guys, I'm back and I'm out of bed. Oh, coffee is helping me. I watched Savageland. I have some thoughts on this, obviously. So this is a film from 2015. It is a film that is based on the border of Arizona and Mexico. Am I saying that right? Pretty much overnight, I'm like cringing at this. Overnight, there is an incident in this little tiny town on the border where everyone is wiped out except for one guy, and they all like accuse him. The issue is it's a little bit racist. It's a very, like, I'm not saying the film itself is racist, but it uses, you know, the tones. Talking about like illegal immigrants and all that kind of stuff, people crossing the border, and the guy who gets caught is Mexican, and they are pretty much like saying that he's a killer just because of that. It's saying it in a way that it paints those people who are saying that in a bad way. It really shows like extremists on both sides. So I guess that's fair, and I guess that's kind of like a political statement. What do you call that? Like, you know what I mean? It's at least it's showing that for what it is. It's not really showing that in the film. It's just a tone that made me feel a little bit uncomfortable. And I mean, that's America, right? And I mean, Australia is not that great either. But I thought the idea for this film was quite interesting. The guy is actually a photographer. The guy who's the suspect, he's a photographer, and he takes all these photos on the way through, and it ends up kind of telling the story of what actually happened. My issue with the film was the acting was really fucking bad. Like, so bad. The way that they presented the dialogue, I guess from the script, it just was so weird. It was like they were reading it, and because this kind of film is a mockumentary, people are given that interview style look. So when they are reading from a script, you can really tell, and it just does not seem believable for a mockumentary or a documentary. People have to sound really believable in what they're saying, because what they're saying is their own words, you know what I mean? And it's from their own point of view, where it's not like they're reacting to something as it's happening in most horror movies, you know, like, oh my god, what's behind that door? It's, you know, you've got to tell a story about what has happened to you and what your point of view is. So when they're not believably telling that story, everything goes to shit. They also went back and forth through this graphic of the town, and they were kind of painting it. It was very cheapy looking. You could have done something a lot better just with blueprints and made it a little bit more texturized. This is just my opinion, obviously. And I just would have like brought out a little bit more feels than just like this static like 2D model thing. It was very weird. Oh, it was kind of like a 3D model on paper, but it looked really budget. Yeah, it was just the acting mainly, because they just kept cutting back, and then you were just, any ounce of belief that you had in the storyline was kind of robbed from you. I don't know if it was like an editing issue, or it was a scripting issue, or it was an acting issue, but it was an issue. So for that, it kind of fell apart for me. I do think it's a really creepy idea. I think it's a really cool thing, like a guy, he emerges from a town that's been wiped out overnight, and everyone is scared about what actually happened. Everyone sleeps with guns under their pillows. America. I think it's a great idea, and then he takes the photos that pretty much prove his innocence. But nothing else really happens in the film, except for them kind of going through the play-by-play of what he said happened compared to what they said happened. So at the end of the day, what are we left with? Not much. But there was one actor who I thought kind of did an okay job, and that was the professional photographer in, you'll get to it, that they're interviewing. I think that he was alright, but other than that, it fell very short. Great idea, poor execution. I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10. Yeah, it makes me kind of sad, because it looked really good, and I was very interested in it. But I recommend you guys checking it out for yourself. I know you can watch it on Vudu. I didn't use a VPN to watch it. I didn't use a VPN to pay to watch it. I pay for my VPN to pay to watch it. Just let me watch your movies. I'll pay you. So fucking ridiculous. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. And tomorrow we are watching Intruder. Then we have Kidnapped, Jackals, Seventh Moon, and Insectula. Oh my god, guys, we're on the home stretch. Okay, I will stop being creepy. If you didn't check out my spoiler-free Suspiria review, it is up now, and it's very different to this vlog. So I'll see you there, or I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.